Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are joined by Lily Collyer, a girl with many talents. I'm not sure what's more impressive, her running, her content, or how easy she makes it look to do the splits. Lily has taken many challenges in her life, including running 100K from Abu Dhabi to Dubai. She also managed to shave off an hour and 15 minutes from her marathon time in a year. And there's so much we want to delve into. We should probably just get into it, shouldn't we? And we just want to say thank you because we finally managed to make this happen. We found a time
No,
we
it's
could all
been a long
make.
time coming.
Welcome to the podcast, Lily.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be a really good episode. I mean, just from the intro there, like you kind of are a girl of many talents. But
I'm
maybe
glad it
we
comes across that way, but it's not as easy as you're saying it.
um but maybe the best kind of place to start if people don't follow you, could you just give a bit of a background of kind of like how you got into the fitness space and what you're currently doing at the moment?
Yes, 100%. Well, I'm currently trying to stay off the challenges. That's my biggest goal. I'm really trying to like just let my body rest. Was supposed to be the year of rest. But yeah, I guess like I got into fully properly like into fitness and into the challenges like when I moved to Dubai. So I've been in Dubai. This is my fourth year in Dubai. I'm coming into my fourth year. So absolutely insane. But like I guess that's where my kind of challenges began, where I started doing my um 24 hours of burpees. I did that in like the first year. And then after that, I went into running. And then now I'm in like the running space and running marathons. I did an ultra to raise money for charity. And next year, I will be doing my next big challenge. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I will be raising money again for charity. For mental health, that's my thing that I do. I do it every other year. I have definitely learned that athletes need rest as much as they need like the challenge. So yes, this is kind of like where I'm at right now.
God,
But
it's
yeah,
crazy. Is
I
it?
do think you're right when you say like you need to kind of do a big challenge and then take a break and then do it, like you can't do it all, which
With that
maybe
being with that being said, my break this year was marathons. That was my break. I ran like 5 marathons,
I was going to
but
say, you've had a
that was
pretty
my break.
intense year.
I know I've had quite intense. Actually, the marathons is harder than the 100K. Honestly, when you try to run a marathon fast, I was humbled. I was like, "Is this really what marathon runners do?" It was crazy. When I switched from ultra running to speed running, it was the hardest thing I've ever done. Honestly,
did you enjoy it?
I preferred the ultra. I
Yeah.
preferred the 100K. Honestly, give me slow, low running. It's fantastic. But the fast running is like, it's incredible. Honestly, my hats go off to all like professional ultra marathon runners because I'm definitely not that. I just give it my best shot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you've done pretty well to take that much time off your marathon as well, your marathon time. So, which marathons have you done this year?
So
You did
yeah,
Berlin, didn't you? And
did Berlin. That was a really bad race. But
okay.
I've done some amazing marathons. So I actually ran a marathon at the beginning of the year, so in January, and I did this to showcase the safety in Dubai for women. So I ran it all the way through the night, and it was all documented through my TikTok on live stream. So I did that, and that just it blew up. It went amazing. It went really incredible. The message was like exactly what I wanted it to be. So that was amazing. And then I, off the back of that, started working with Adidas. So I signed with Adidas. And then Adidas very kindly took me to Boston Marathon.
Boston.
Now, Boston Marathon was the best experience of my life. It was everything that us runners love about running. And Berlin was the opposite. Berlin was humbling beyond belief. I've never experienced a race or even a run actually to that extent to be that hard and that hefty. I don't think us runners should ever underestimate the heat, even though I live in Dubai and it's always hot. That heat that day, like it was just crazy and it sent me into the dark hole. But I got
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and sometimes it is like different races, different times, different climates. You can prepare all you want to prepare, and on the
Honestly.
day, it
Yeah,
something can just throw a
exactly.
curveball at you, can't it? How did you find? Because Boston was in a quite a good time of year for you living in
Yes.
Dubai. But I mean,
Yeah.
we've just done our first ever Dubai summer, and it was brutal. To go into Berlin, I know you said it's hot, but then you must have been. I know you did some of your runs outside, which was crazy, but you did do. quite a few
Yes.
long treadmill runs, didn't you? How did you get through that?
Mostly treadmill. Do you know why? Because the year prior to this, I'm very much a person who tries something, goes all in, and then like I'm kind of got done with it. So like last year, I did all my runs outside. Like the previous year, 2024, that was when I was training for my 100K. I did it all through the Dubai summer. I think I ran a marathon, a 50 kilometer, and then the 100 kilometer, all in like crazy heat. And then the following year, like this year, I was like, I've done it. I've felt it. I've never ran on the treadmill before, like past like 8K. So I'm going to do all my runs on the treadmill. So that's how I like transition. It was still hell, but yeah, I guess like I don't know. I just don't think you could prepare for what was thrown at you in Berlin. I know that a lot of runners struggled. And in the first 5 kilometers, the water was just dripping off me. So I think like I lost a lot of sweat. I lost a lot of water in that first 10K. And I was like, honestly, like you just can't you can't disrespect the marathon, especially in any heat, in any climate. And I think I definitely have been playing around with marathons since I started running, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll run a marathon. Yeah, I'll run a marathon. But you do have to respect the distance. It isn't an easy feat. It's hard.
Yeah, no, definitely. Can we rewind a little bit to the marathon that you did in Dubai in the nighttime to showcase like for how safe it is for women to run? What made you want to do that? Like where did that idea come from?
So I was actually asked to do this, and it was for Dubai tourism. So I think that a lot of people believe that Dubai, or has a very big misconception of Dubai and what Dubai is and how it is for women. And I was asked to do it. So I did it, but I had to do it completely alone. So like no one was allowed to be with me. I had to showcase the whole thing like fully. So I was like, yeah, this sounds great. But like it was genuinely the hardest thing I've ever done because there wasn't anyone around. I wasn't even listening to music. So I did the whole thing whilst holding like a gimbal in my arm. It was brutal holding a gimbal in my arm. And like this gimbal wasn't light. This was like I don't even know how heavy it was, but it was heavy. And like my whole arm on both sides, I had to keep switching and switching and switching because I had to hold the whole thing the whole time. Was absolutely dead after. And I had to speak to my live stream. And I was very naive at this point. I didn't really experience like full marathon, like what a full marathon was like, because I did the Dubai marathon, which was just my first one. So that was the first one. But this one was like, okay, I know what running's like. I just finished my 100K. And yeah, it was absolutely brutal, but an incredible like turnout. Like the turnout of it was amazing. Like the people that were attracted to it. Obviously, we want to bring women into this. Like the idea is to bring women into this country, and it's just the most safest place for women. And that's why I think I really have loved running here and had done my whole running journey here. So yeah, I just wanted to inspire women that you are safe here and it is incredible things. You can do incredible things, and we love Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you do it down like Kite Beach way, or where did you run?
No, I did it all around. So I like my goal was like I was told just go in the darkest places, literally.
Wow.
Like go to the darkest places. So I did, but everything was fine. I think like we forget how lucky we are here, like how lucky you are to be in such a safe country, because you're not able to do this in the UK. You're not able to do this in London. And I think like a lot of women, they go out on their runs and they're fearful. And I think that's so sad. Like I've never experienced that. I never ran in London. I only started my running journey here. I think it's so sad that the women experience that going out. I see loads of girls in London doing like these run clubs and like bringing women together because they want to like run in a group rather than running outside. And I think that's so inspiring. I love seeing that. But on the other side, it is a bit sad that they have to do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So marathons like kind of was the trend this year. Like what about like in the gym, kind of strength fitness to support your running or flexibility? I mean, I feel like everyone listening to this podcast probably needs some help with mobility and flexibility.
100%,
and
yeah.
You're probably the person to ask.
Honestly, if you're not doing it, you need to start doing it because it's helped me so much. So if your body feels strong, it will transcend into your running. So if you're a runner, if you're only enjoying running, I've been through both sides, by the way. I've gone all in on running and really neglected like the mobility and strength training side. And then I went all in on obviously strength, but I wasn't running at the time. So I've been in both spectrums, but I think it's so important, like intertwining both of them. And I think finally, after however many years I've been on this earth, I finally balanced it all. It is hard, it's not easy, but I just want women to know that everything will intertwine and you don't have to overexhaust your body to be able to perform well. I think that's what a lot of women are mistaken for these days, is that they are in this like mindset that you need to push, you need to run your body into the ground. And I've been there, I've done it, and it's just not needed. Like my body's responded the best when I'm doing the less, actually. So yeah, the mobility side, my favorite. I used to do way more flexibility back in lockdown, but now I'm a bit more like sensible with all of it. But I do the splits and things like this, and it's fun with like incorporating it with my strength. So I like to do this, and I obviously help women. This is something that I'm a coach for. So I help women with strength, flexibility, and their running, and just trying to show them like basically what I can do, they can also do. Like I'm just a very normal person, believe it or not. I am very like regular, normal, and like you just kind of build this discipline, build this mindset, and then like through all of the habits that you're building over time, you'll look back and you'll be like, this is so much easier than I thought it would be. So yeah.
That's so cool though. And it is right. You're like empowering people to believe that they can do it too. And it's not just
100%.
looking at somebody else going, oh, they can do it, but I'd never be able to do that. I think that's a really
definitely
like, powerful mindset for a coach.
Yes, 100%. I think it's so incredible that women want to have these goals, and they do have these goals, even if they feel so far out of reach. A lot of the things that I've gone on to achieve would never have been in my books, honestly, ever, if I didn't just set that first challenge and just go and do it. And then as you're kind of like setting these challenges, whatever the challenge might be, it might be a 5K, it might be a 10K, it might be a marathon, whatever it might be. The moment that you go and do like the next step of it and you get it done, you build trust with yourself, and then you start to believe in yourself more, and that belief will just excel, and like you'll go on to do things like crazy things which you wouldn't have ever dreamed of. But you just kind of build that tolerance, don't you, and keep going up, which is I think the best thing about fitness as well. It just never stops.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then for the 24 hours of burpees.
Yes.
I feel like we
can't. I was very
not,
young, by the way. I was very young.
We cannot not touch on that. Like, I mean, it's not running. You're staying in the same spot the whole time, which must be like, maybe we could talk about like the mental side of things. I guess that and like the running 100K. They're very like mentally, you've got to be driven.
Different. You got to be switched on differently for this. No, honestly, the 100K was not even close to the burpees. Like the kind of mental toughness that I built to get through the 24 hours of burpees was another level, which I don't actually think I'll ever reach again in my life. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole entire life. I did it twice. So I as I mentioned, like I know.
What? It's so hard to. I did it again, you know.
It wasn't that bad the first time. It was the second time that ruined me. So the first time, as I mentioned, I raise money for charity every other year now. I used to do it every year, but my body was just said no after that second round of burpees. So I do it every other year now, and I accept that like once I go all in on a challenge, I'll spend probably the majority of that year doing it, and then I'll go ahead and raise money for charity. So yeah, this was the first time of doing it with the 24 hours of burpees. So I did it, and it was amazing. Honestly, I loved the experience. It was so fun. Like it wasn't even bad. And then I got like tons of messages after I finished it, and everyone was like, "You do realize like you broke the Guinness World Record?" And at first, like it took me like 2 weeks for it to sink in, and I was like, actually, that's quite cool. Like that sounds amazing. And everyone kept saying, "You have to do it again. You have to do it again." I was 23 years old. I don't know much about the world and about injuries and about your body and how much you have to look after it. And I was like, oh my God, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Like, this is what I thrive off of, because the feeling of like the fact, like inspiring women, inspiring people in general, like after completing in that first round, I was like, oh my God, wow, like people are inspired by me. I'm just a normal person. So that kind of like pushed me into doing it the second time, and the second time was no joke. After that, like I honestly really suffered quite bad with a back injury, and that changed my whole trajectory of training and how I looked at training and because what's the point in doing a challenge where you come off the back of it and then you can't do what you love? Yeah. So I really had to switch my mindset for that. And coming off the back of that was super tough. But the challenge itself and inside that 24 hours of burpees, I would say, just talking about like the physical side first. The physical side, my body was honestly finished at 4 hours. I was done. Like it was like 4 hours. I was literally finished, and I was like, after this, everything was mental. So like it was really, really tough conversations in my head for like 20 hours. And I just kept going and going and going. And it was tough. It was really, really hard. Don't ask me to ever do anything like this again. I was also really young and naive. And now I understand things. And I definitely, off the back of that, going into things way more, I guess, more clever.
Yeah, like maybe looking and seeing it's a world record and just doing it once.
Literally.
And
I beat the world record.
applying for it the first time.
Exactly. I don't need the title. I don't need the badge. I don't need a certificate. I've done it and I beat the world record. It's great.
I mean, fair play to you doing it again, because I do feel like after doing 24 hours of burpees, to go back and put yourself through that again. Did you beat your first time? Did you have that in mind, or
No.
no? Man, it's like I can't.
But it
How?
was a different burpee. It was a different type of burpee. So the
Okay.
first ones were just regular burpees, but then I was so stressed about the rules for the second batch that
Okay.
like you had to put your arms out at the bottom of the burpee, so your chest actually touches the floor. So I saw like a couple of people do it before me, believe it or not. And they were doing regular burpees, but I was just too scared to have gone through all of that. And they say
Yeah.
you weren't doing it correctly. So I just did the real way. I did still beat the world record though at the time. I think the world record now is like a wild amount. Like I think it's like for women, 10,000. And I did like 6,756 at the time. So this was like 3 years ago.
Well, that is like
6,700 burpees. Oh my God, that is like
Insane.
hell.
It's insane. I spent 2 days in the year 2022 just doing burpees.
oh my God. Yeah,
Just let
of
that
sleep.
sink in. Just let that sink in.
2 nights of sleep. You've been what was the time period between your first attempt and the second attempt?
So I did my first attempt in May and then my second attempt in November.
Okay, so at least
So
you
it was in the
but it's
same
quite a lot
year.
of time to think about it and to
I know, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It was in the same year. So I think just again, that's why I do these ones now every other year, even because like I don't want that. That's cruel. It's cruel.
so now did that like spark the like want to go into running or to like move away from like
No,
exercises, or have you ever
no.
thought about doing a high rocks because you run and you like burpees?
I know you're right. So I didn't actually do a high rocks. I done a high rocks relay, and it was so hard. Like it was
Did
really
you do the
hard.
burpees?
No, I didn't do the burpees. I did the lunges and I did the wall balls, and my legs were like full of lactic like the whole time. And I wasn't really a runner at this point. Like I think I just started to start. Like I think I just got coming into running. But after the 24 hours of burpees, I was fully injured, like 8 months. Like I was in rehab, like fully just like doing whatever I needed to do to like rehab my lower back because that was the thing that took the most hit. It was awful. But also in that time I got quite strong. So I was fully focused on strength training, no cardio, no nothing, no running, no nothing. And then obviously running kind of kicked off, I don't even know when, like 2-3 years ago now. And I was like, yeah, I want to start. So I started in, was it 2024? Yeah, that was my first marathon. So around the end of 2023, I started running. And it was amazing. I literally would never look back now. I literally love the feeling that running gives me. Haven't quite got to high rocks. It might be on my list soon. Bit scared of high rocks. I don't know why.
Oh, you've got the mentality for it. I think anyone that can do what you've done, yeah.
So hard though. It's so hard. But yeah, maybe that's on my list at some point.
And at the moment you do. Oh, go on, Em. Did you want to say something
Go on,
specific to that? I was going to say at the moment you're doing like runmas, aren't you? Like every day you're running like a K on day one.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
are you gonna do it up to like Christmas Day and do 25K on Christmas Day?
Christmas Day, I'll do 25K. So I'm gonna try and get like loads of people on board. It's supposed to be a lot of fun, but like it kind of dawned on me like a few days ago that I actually have to like continue running 21K, 22K, 23K. And I was like, what's the fun in that? So I might retrack on what I'm doing and like make it like a fun relay with like a bunch of people. So like we could all like lead up to like, I don't know, 23K, 24K. And then maybe if someone's as crazy as me wants to run 25K on Christmas Day, we'll do 25K. But yeah, this kind of series is more based, like I want it to be more based around how to make running more enjoyable for people, because I think we all get like very much caught up in just going out, just following the program, just running, coming back home, doing what you need to do. And like, kind of want to break that cycle. Like it doesn't need to be not fun. You can go grab a coffee and croissant after. It makes a whole world of difference. Jump in the sea after you've done the run. Like it makes a whole world. So more like romanticizing running, romanticizing your life, and like making it way more fun, because it is fun if you look at it in that way.
Yeah, no, definitely. We need to go join, don't we? I did see you were
Yeah.
going to do an almond croissant.
Yes,
Like,
this is going to be
best
on Wednesdays.
Okay, well, we're going to have to come and join for a Wednesday, 'cause I was like, I really like that idea.
Croissant quest. How good is
Okay.
that?
Yeah,
We're gonna
definitely.
have a croissant quest. That sounds amazing.
And then are you classed as an influencer? Is that your like job? Or I don't
No.
like would you say that like alongside the coaching that you are, or a content creator, or like how did you get into like, because I mean your content is awesome, like we watch it, we like really enjoy it and think it's great, and like the right sort of thing that should be on social media and for girls to follow. But like, do you class that as like a job role for yourself?
Yes, it is a job as well for me. Like I do coaching, and that is obviously my main job. I do PT, I do one-to-one coaching, I do online coaching, and then I also do content creating. So I'm balancing like all of this. But honestly, the content creating was all just a bit of fun. But then as like the years have passed, I've just gotten way more dialed in on my editing and how I do things. And I guess that's when like the things started like sprucing up a bit more. But like just I enjoy content creating. I enjoy the process of editing a video. I have the vision for it like prior to even going out on the run or going out on whatever I'm filming, whatever it might be. But yeah, I do love it. It's literally so much fun.
Yeah, I think the Boston Marathon one, when you did your journey, is that, I know you were going to say that.
We were like hooked. I was like,
really?
Yeah, it was such a good edit, and like even with like what you were going to wear, and like the way you did the whole, like you didn't just go and run Boston Marathon and talk and go, oh, I'm in Boston now, I'm just eating my breakfast, and in a bit I'm gonna go and, you know, like a general
It's
vlog.
a whole journey.
Yeah, you created like it was like very interactive, and a story, like a narrative along with it. And I know you've done a few posts recently about talking about like content creation and kind of how to get into it and stuff. You were starting to do a series to help people. How's that going? Because that's something that a lot of, I'd say, like influencers, content creators don't really do. Really, they don't really let people know what they're doing or how they do it or how they might be able to get into it. Do you have any tips to for anyone that's maybe looking to get into it?
I'm coming back to that series as well soon, by the way. I just got crazy busy with work.
Yeah, so much going on, but I did think it's
it's not exactly my field, but like I love to just help people, because I do believe that, I mean, it's more about personal branding, but like personal branding comes with content creating, it comes with your business, it comes with like whatever you're putting out in the world, and I think it all intertwines together. And I think where we're going in the world right now, and like the research that I've done, if you're not putting yourself out there, the opportunities won't arise. So like I've honestly you really have to like switch a button off of like what people think of you, how you're perceived, like things like that, because you won't get very far. For a very long time, I'm telling you, I would say only in the last like 2 years I've really switched off. But prior to that, I've been posting content for 6 years. So my I guess you see a lot of people these days that just go from 0 to 1,000, and it's like, sorry, 100,000, not 1,000, 0 to 100,000 followers, you know, and you see that really fast growth. But like for me, I've not had fast growth. It's very slow growth. But I think I would rather have slow growth with like a bunch of meaningful, engaged kind of followers, let's say, than just like 100,000 random followers, you know. So yeah, I think like building yourself and building your brand and showing your personality is what people latch on to. And also what you mentioned about the journey, you know, like in this day and age, like people love to see the journey. They love to see where you started and they love to see the outcome of it. And I think the way that I documented that was obviously my 1 hour, 15 minutes off my previous time. So the fact that people saw exactly what I was doing and then saw the outcome of it, like people just really hugely appreciate when you show them every part of like a really hard journey or like a really big feat that you're doing or a challenge. Like I do try, but it's not easy. I'm saying like, yeah, I do love it, but it's not easy, like to keep on top of it. And obviously I'm human, like everyone's human. We all have our down days. When those down days hit, it is hard to like get yourself up, get behind a camera. Like you really have to, again, it all intertwines with like my messaging is like, you really have to work on your mental health and work on like how you're doing things, how you're romanticizing your life, the way that you're waking up in the morning and things like this. So it all intertwines. It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it because the opportunities that can come off the back of just creating content is, I mean, I wouldn't even imagine that I would be what I'm doing now. So yeah.
Yeah. And then do you feel like, for example, I'm just using the Boston kind of like journey because we watched that and like
Yeah.
I was quite like hooked on that one. But did you feel like pressure prior to then going to Boston, knowing that you were like trying to, I guess, document this marathon and create this content and have this like story, but then also like you are running a marathon.
Yeah.
Like it's, you know, you're like putting yourself into a really hard situation to do something that's really hard, but you're also trying to like document it at the same time. Like, do you feel pressure and how do you deal with that?
No, like honestly, I thought before I started racing. So before I started racing, I thought everyone enjoyed running, like racing. But like it came to me like at the beginning of 2024 when I did my first ever, like I would say raced for the first time, which was a 10K. I was like, is this what people do? Like they don't bring their phones out, they don't like document it, they don't smile at anyone, they don't do this. And I was like, this is so boring. But I've actually turned into that person now. I'm like, no, I want this time now. But like again, like I guess this kind of series isn't just to help other people, it's also to help me. Like for a long time, especially after Berlin, like I fell completely out of in love with running. And I was like, I don't like running anymore. Like I don't want to run anymore. Everything about that race was what we hate about running, and I was like, I really want to like reignite my love for it. And like this series already is just like I'm loving it. So like the fact that I really enjoy doing it makes it so easy. So it's not like a chore for me, it's not like a pressure for me. So yeah, but like no, I don't feel like I feel pressured by other people to have to document it. It's so much fun. Like who doesn't want to see a marathon? I love it. But if I am going for a time, like I would try and like probably not film as much. But Boston, I wasn't going for a time. I didn't know what to expect. Like I think I was going for sub 3:45 actually. So I got 3:48 at there. But my main focus was just to enjoy myself. And I think my videos showed that I did.
Yeah, 100%. And Lily, how important is your race fit? Because I feel like we have a lot of people that do high rocks listen to this, a lot of people that run, like race fits, like choosing your outfit, looking good, feeling good. Like how important is it to you, to other people? What's your thoughts around race fit for
I'm smiling so much because it's my favorite part of the whole thing. Like I did let's just take my Boston and Berlin. I did two completely different outfits. Like the whole visual was the complete opposite for both races. But Boston, I wanted like really bright unicorn colors, and I had my eye on it. I actually didn't even get the race fit until I was in Boston because I was like, it's there, I know it's there, and I need to go to the expo to get it. So I got it, and I intertwined like my brightest colors. I just think like you just want to feel good on the day, and it does help because the amount of people that complimented me, because there's just general people like you obviously, especially Boston, it's like one of the oldest marathons, so there's not that many like younger people there. There's more like the older people that have worked so hard to get into the marathon, and like the amount of people that was like, your race outfit is perfect, like this, it just makes you feel good. Like so already you're set off before you've even ran. And then my Berlin outfit was like, I meant business. I was like giving Kim Impossible, but it's like I was like dark black, but like it was such a cute fit. I don't know if you saw one of my videos, but like it fits so much stuff in the compartments and things like this. and like the side of the pockets. It was just so easy. But yeah, the race day fit is so important, and it's nice. Like it's a nice thing to do. Obviously, I'm with Adidas, so I'm not limited, but like Adidas has some incredible stuff. But I've seen some other incredible race fits, like from all different brands, and I just love to watch people do it. So like I want to do it as well, and hopefully other people will watch that and want to do it too.
Yeah, definitely. And we have a lot of people that like to know about shoes, and because you're like an Adidas girl, what shoes did you run in? What's your
Yes.
favorite for like racing?
Yes, so my absolute all-time favorite is the Adizero Pro 3s. These are both the shoes that I raced in at Berlin and Boston. The Pro 4s have already come out though, but I wasn't getting on with them very well because I got a size too small in my first pair. Just got my second pair, and I did race my half marathon in them. I've done like 3 half marathon races this month, and I did get a PB like a couple of weeks ago, and then also this week, but this one I wore the Pro 3s. So the Pro 3s and the Pro 4s, both incredible. But if you're looking for like a strong like race shoe, definitely carbon plated to have that extra bounce. But if you're running the marathon or you're running the race just to enjoy, have fun, probably don't need carbon. But yeah, that's my picks for the race shoe.
No, we love
Also
it.
depends what color they are, you know, if they go with your outfit.
100%. I need to get some more now because I'm running out of colors. I genuinely got 5 carbon plated trainers, and I've worn all of them now. And I'm like, I need a new color now because I've worn them. That's how ridiculous running gets.
It's good though. It's good.
Yeah.
And then you are a coach, like a women's specific coach. You like coach female athletes, female clients.
Yes.
And you obviously you're very geared towards encouraging females to take on big challenges and push themselves. Do you have any like advice to like specifically to females for like training or nutrition or anything that you found from coaching different people over the years?
Yeah, I've definitely found that women don't fuel their bodies because they think XYZ, whatever it might be that they think, and having too many carbs is this, that, and the other. I don't want to say too much on that topic, but I will just say like the best things that my clients have got out of my help is that fueling your body is the key to absolutely anything, because I can give the best program and you'll still get really bad results if you're not feeding and fueling your body, whether that be performance based, whether that be body composition based, whatever it might be that you're looking to achieve or transform. You can't do it without food. And I think that's such an important thing, where we live in a day and age where women are just so tied up on the way that they look and never looks at how they can perform. And I think when I switched from like body composition to performance based, honestly, the body composition changes come as a byproduct, and that's what I truly stand for as a coach. And I make sure that all my women and all of the clients that I have, their goals are performance based, because you are going to enjoy the journey so much more. The fulfillment of achieving something which you didn't believe was imaginable is so much more rewarding than going ahead and just focusing on your body, and I'm not saying anything about like bodybuilders or anything like that. I think what they do is great, and like weight loss coaches and everything like this, not saying it, but just the way that I outlook on things is how I do things myself and how I will always encourage my clients to do. But off the back of that, they will get the performance results off the physique for the results off the back of it. But yeah, I think just with the misconceptions of like food and stuff around this, and just fuel your body. It will make such a whole of difference to everything. And I think that that's like my biggest message. If I can teach women to not hate, because I spent all my teenage years hating myself and hating my body and hating like what I look like. But if you just change your mindset and you work on your mindset and do the work each day of what needs to be done, whether it be performance-based, whatever it might be, you're going to feel so much better in yourself. I even put up a post like quite recently, actually, how different my body has changed, of years and years of fighting against it. But now I'm like doing the things that actually work for my body, and it's taken years, but I can teach that to a woman in like within 6 months of coaching them, which like you can just save. And I think that's another thing, like some women think that kind of that investment for coaching might be on the more expensive side, but the outcome of it is so worth it.
And I think like a lot of females, maybe like specifically mothers and things, like people don't feel like they should invest in themselves. And
Yeah.
it is like I don't know, like females are always like the ones that look after everyone else and make sure everyone else is okay. Like on the whole, I know it's like very stereotypical, but it's like that nurturing side that's making sure
Yeah.
everyone's all right before you're all right. And it's like an important point that you've just said is like investing in yourself and looking after yourself to be the best that you can be, and then you'll feel better in yourself, and yeah, you can go on to
Everything else will
yeah.
be better. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Like once you prioritize yourself, it might sound selfish. Like I used to be a very selfish person. I was a very selfish person, but since I've started to prioritizing what makes sense, it doesn't make me selfish because
Mm.
I want to make sure that I can be the best friend, girlfriend, like whatever it might be, coach and everything. Like I can't do my best if I'm not prioritizing myself, before other people. And I think that's what, especially mothers as well. I mean, I'm not quite there yet, but I am definitely ready for kids at some point in the next 2 years. But it is scary, and I think like mothers, like you don't need to be stressed, you don't need to be worried as long as you put yourself first, which sounds a bit ridiculous, but you will be able to feed so much more into the people around you and your children.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really important message for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that probably leads us quite nicely onto the final question, and then I'm probably going to ask one more after that. But we'll go final,
but not so final.
Final, but not so final.
Finish, but not quite.
But you maybe have already answered it slightly. But if you did have a message or advice for your younger self or the next generation of girls coming up, what would it be?
Don't worry about the things that are way ahead of you. You'll just be where your feet are right now and take one step at a time, and don't stress about the things that are so out of your control. I know that's so much easier said than done, but when I started to let go of things which won't matter in a year's time or even 6 months' time, I literally, my whole trajectory of my life has changed. Because when I was 23 and I thought my life was ending over whatever it might have been at the time, like stressing about work, stressing about where I am, stressing about things like this, it will pass if you just continue working on, like I said, yourself. And yeah, I guess like just do not panic, do not stress, because you will be okay. Everything will work out. If you are a kind person and you do the work, everything will work in your favor. I do believe in that. So always be kind and always put in the work, and life will reward you.
Yeah, love that.
Very good.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Empowered now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
but
last question.
I am going to ask you the second
Yes.
one. You are doing another challenge next year. Like, do you know what it is, or when would you be announcing it when you do decide what it is? If people can like keep an eye out, like.
I'm so scared for this one. So I do have an idea of.
You don't have to disclose anything.
No. I do have an idea of what I think I want it to be. Because I haven't quite hit 30 yet. I'm still 27. So by the time I do my challenge, I'll be 28. I believe like when you hit 30, like that midlife crisis, I think people start doing Ironmans. So I think I'm not quite there yet, but I do want to do maybe one of the disciplines within the Ironman, or within a triathlon. I do want to try and do one of the disciplines as one of my challenges. Obviously wouldn't be running, so that gives you an answer, the one of the two that it could be. I do want to try and do one of the disciplines. It scares me so much. It's completely out of my comfort zone, but that is why I really want to do it, because running, before I started running, this was how I felt, and now moving into this next challenge, this is how I feel. But off the back of it, I know how I'm going to feel. So I want to put myself in that completely uncomfortable situation, see what to do. Speaking about it makes me feel sick. I'm not even saying it yet. But yeah, there's going to be something coming it will be around towards the end of 2026. So I'll start training for it, I think, after my hopefully 3:30 marathon, which I get for my next marathon. After that, I'm done with marathons. And then I want to go into the training for the next challenge. So yeah, it will be a big one. And it's going to be a scary one, but it should be amazing. So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Okay,
cool.
amazing.
Have you got the marathon booked?
I will be doing either Vienna or Boston. Let's see.
Ooh.
Next
Awesome.
April. next April. So I'll start my training. I'll start my training in January. I think I'm going to make friends with the marathon again after a very, very long break. So yeah, it'll be it'll be April time. But one of those two races. I'm not sure which one yet. Depends.
Perfect.
Oh, amazing.
It'll be good for people to follow along.
Exactly. Let's see. I mean, if I don't get the 3:30, I'm that's it. I'm scuffing marathons. That'll be the end of it. If I don't get this 3:30, so no, it's okay. If I don't get it, there's always the rest of my life to get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got loads of time, and I don't even think your midlife crisis at 30 is gonna be that bad.
Exactly.
You'll hit another one again when you get nearly 40.
I agree.
You've got loads of time.
I'm just gonna watch along for the race fit. Like, it doesn't matter about the
There's gonna be amazing race fits. I can't wait. The next one's gonna be a big one.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Where can everyone follow your journey, find out about the terrifying challenge next year, watch the marathons, what's the coaching?
Yes. So I'm full-time on Instagram, but just part-time on TikTok. But I do love to post TikTok videos as well, just stupid stuff. But my Instagram is just Lily Collyer with no spaces, no underscores. And then my TikTok is Lily Collyer with an underscore. So that's where you can find me.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. It was amazing.
I know you're very busy here, there, and everywhere. And I'm so glad we managed to squeeze it in, so we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh no, it's been amazing, and maybe we'll see you for an almond croissant run soon.
Please.
Yeah,
I'm waiting. No, like this needs to happen. Like this will make my Christmas. We're doing this.
We're gonna do it.
You choose one of the Wednesdays, you're coming on board. But it might be a long run, by the way, for you. So that's the sooner the better.
We're going, exactly. Otherwise, we have to run further for our croissant. We get 2 if we run for further. Have 1 every K.
Oh no, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Thank you.